Manchester City, considering loan deal for Douglas Luiz. A surprising move in the transfer market. It's impressive how the transfer market always brings last-minute twists. The potential return of Douglas Luiz to Manchester City could be one of the major highlights of this winter window. After all, who would have thought that the English club, known for its big-money signings, would be considering a loan return for a player who already wore the sky blue shirt? This only proves that in football, as in a match, decisions must be quick and strategic. The urgency for midfield reinforcements. City's search for midfield reinforcements is no coincidence. The injury to Rodri, one of Guardiola's key players, has triggered a red alert. Without him, the team has lost that central stability that defines the Citizen's style of play. And we are talking about a coach who values ball control and tactical organization above all else. The interest in players like Martin Zubimendi and Samuele Ricci shows that Guardiola has a clear profile in mind for the player he wants. But given financial hurdles and the complexity of negotiations, the option of Douglas Luiz seems increasingly viable. Now, is the Brazilian ready to take on the responsibility of playing for one of the best teams in the world? Douglas Luiz. A second chance at City? The return of Douglas Luiz to Manchester City would be one of those stories that football loves to tell. After leaving with limited opportunities, he thrived at Aston Villa and caught attention. Now the chance to return to the Etihad Stadium emerges as a form of redemption. However, it's worth remembering that football does not forgive mistakes. If the Brazilian returns, he will need to deliver results quickly. City is chasing titles, and every match is a final. Guardiola is not known for his patience with underperforming players. Douglas Luiz's injury history is a concern. Will he be able to overcome these challenges and secure a place in the starting up-on? Douglas Luiz's situation at Juventus. While City is in need of reinforcements, Juventus seems willing to part ways with Douglas Luiz. The competition in the Italian side's midfield is tough, and the Brazilian has not established himself as a regular starter. This raises questions about his performance at the top level. However, his playing style suits what Guardiola prefers. A midfielder who can defend but also build plays effectively. Moreover, the fact that he is already familiar with the Catalan manager's system could ease his adaptation, which is crucial in a short-term loan. Is Juventus open to negotiations? That's the big question. Is Juventus willing to negotiate? All signs point to yes, as long as the offer is appealing. And this is where Txiki Begiristain, City's sporting director, steps in. He knows that his legacy at the club will be judged by the signings he makes during this crucial period. It's important to note that City rarely opts for loan deals. This shows just how urgent the situation is. It's not a long-term investment, but an emergency solution to address a specific problem. Is it worth the risk? A temporary solution or a long-term fix? That's the dilemma. If Douglas Luiz delivers on the pitch, City might even consider making the deal permanent. But if he fails to perform as expected, the club will need to return to the market in the next window. It's a gamble, but in top-level football, those who don't take risks don't win. Let's not forget that City is aiming to maintain its dominance in the Premier League and go far in the Champions League. To achieve that, they need a strong and complete squad. Bringing in an experienced midfielder could make all the difference between success and failure in such a competitive season. Final comment. A masterstroke or a shot in the dark? As a sports journalist, I view this potential deal with caution. Douglas Luiz is a talented player, but is he ready to take on a key role at a club like Manchester City? The pressure will be immense, and every mistake will be scrutinized. On the other hand, Pep Guardiola is a master at getting the best out of players. If anyone can unlock Douglas Luiz's full potential, it's him. The challenge has been set. Now, only time will tell if this will be a masterstroke or a shot in the dark. What do you think, fans? Could Douglas Luiz be the reinforcement City needs to stay at the top? The coming weeks will be decisive.